My name is Bobby Wood, and I'm here on Isla Bastimentos in Panama. So the tribe of Indians here is the Nobe Bugle, and they typically live in huts that are elevated with thatch roofs and pretty simple conditions. Many of them live in mangrove mud, and they don't have access to clean water typically, and so they do a lot of drinking of the creek. And so one of the things that we've been trying really hard is to work with them on explaining why they have vomiting and diarrhea chronically, and a lot of that comes from drinking unsafe water, and also bringing them other sources of clean water through wells, through rainwater collection. And we're so blessed to have this team here with us, Alif and his team from Washington State, really working with a lot of the communities here to bring about rainwater collection and drilling wells for them too. So we're now seeing with this latest team being able to reach villages that we could have never done on our own, because there are so many resources and a plan, and also the ability to teach the local people. What helps in that department is the fact that they're getting involved now. They're helping their neighbor. We're seeing the excitement. When you have a whole community that's lived with chronic diarrhea and vomiting, and then you come in with a team, and the team provides all of this information, not only information, but resources and materials in order to make it happen so that these people can now have clean water.
We love having teams come for two reasons. One is very selfish. Like, we just love the interaction of meeting new people and getting to develop friendships. And the second part of that, it helps us meet the needs of the people around us. And so having that support is huge, because, you know, as a family, as a couple, we can't do this on our own, and it's not the easiest place to live, and it wouldn't be the easiest place to visit either. But there's a lot of beauty here, and we do encourage teams to at least take one full day to be able to do something that this place offers. You know, whether it's snorkeling, going to the beach, going to the bat caves, or you know, just cruising about. It's a beautiful place, and we'd love to have more people. So come one, come all. Whatever your skills are. Again, have said this many times to people, but the sky is the limit when it comes to wanting to impact people. If you're passionate about something, if you're skilled in something, I think that exposing them to whatever that is wonderful. And you know, you just might inspire one little kid, or, you know, one parent to pursue something that they never thought of, or that they didn't think that they would be able to accomplish. You have just been really blessed by Elif's team, and how much they've been able to accomplish in a short amount of time. Everybody's so hardworking, and I mean this very sincerely. It's just, you guys have been probably by far one of the best teams we've had come through. Both times that you've been here, you just, you know, the skills are so varied, and the talents, and yet you also have that heart piece that is really to connect with people and to make, you know, build relationships with them, and you understand the importance of that. And
my name is Ellie, and I live in Panama. What I really like about Panama are the animals. I like kinkajous. Kinkajou is an animal related to the raccoon. I think kids should come down because I think they'd have a really fun time. If they like adventure like I do, there's a lot of adventurous things to do around here.
I was really impressed with the people that came down here. The team worked together very well. You have a lot of different scenarios out here in the field when you're trying to put in water catchments. Yeah, I was pretty apprehensive about coming on this trip, like what was it going to be like, the people that I'm going to be with, because a lot of the people I didn't know. But hey, I wasn't sure quite what the accommodations were going to be like. You know, you're just kind of like, well, is it really going to be too rough, or so, or what's it, you know, the insects going to be too bad? But they haven't really been bothering me, and we've had fairly nice accommodations down here. So, you know, the rains will get you. There's a lot of rain, and they'll come on, and it pours. But That hasn't been too bad. So we just go out and hide under some shelter from the rain and then go back to work. It's been a positive experience all the way around. I really see that you're actually helping people. It's not just a matter of, oh well, somebody else can do it. These people actually can have the need, and you can do something right there for them. So yeah, I hardly recommend coming down.
My name is Charlie Hall, and I am the immediate past president of the Stanwood Camino Rotary Club. I had been considering doing a mission trip for some time, but really the selling point to me was the opportunity to take my daughter on a trip and expose her to something that you just can't, see every day back home. I thought it would be an opportunity for a father-daughter trip of a lifetime. I don't think I've ever been in an area that has had such extreme poverty as this. I talked with some of the other people that, my expectations on the trip and bringing Sam and hoping that this was a right age to bring her and expose her to this. So it's been everything that I had hoped for, and I think it really will be something that, we'll both take with us for the rest of our lives. Pretty much what I anticipated from talking to everybody, that a lot of it is, extractions of teeth that have abscessed and things. It's something that's going to stick with me and stick with, I think the rest of my dental team this morning was, our first patient this morning was a young gal. She had 2 abscessed teeth that needed to come out. They're infected and it was obvious. But anytime you have an abscessed tooth, you never know whether it's going to actually fully take. And, it was interesting to see the whole team come together. I've got team holding her hand, stroking her hair, trying to make her comfortable, and the mom helping out. Even though you really didn't want to do the job, you really didn't have a choice. You couldn't send the patient home and put them on antibiotics and have them come back in a week. It was now or never. And in the end, everything worked out. In terms of the Rotary Club and their contributions to this program, I certainly think in all the things we've done, in the Rotary Club, this is certainly one of the best things that I've been involved in. But this certainly is a worthwhile thing from an international standpoint that we're doing here. I think, the dollars that we're contributing to this program are well spent. So. Yeah, I'd certainly like to thank the Rotary Club for their contribution and hope to continue the support as well.
The elderly people were of great interest to me. And see the people and visit with them as best we could and see what their conditions were. Nothing like our nursing homes, of course, but they were still clean and small, and these people were getting to the end of their life, and they were being well taken care of. It was just good to be there with them. You just don't have to be doing anything all the time. You're just there with them, and it's so worth it to them to know your presence is there and that somebody cares about them.
My name is Phil Corey. Well, we were assigned to work on the water catchment project and a lot of repairs of others that have gone before, and at the same time trying to teach people how to do it as we worked on it, so that we were always with other people that were there, the local population, where they could learn the techniques we were using.
I learned to design the pump, the way how to set the system, how to drill it, and it's very interesting. A very smart system. Sure. And I learned to design the bucket to take water also out the dirt. Also, you're teaching me that.
I saw appreciation in them for what was being done, and they were learning the operation, how to do it, which I thought was also good. Pretty willing to work and be helpful. So, well, a big surprise to me came after a week or so of working there. Somebody said, "Hey, there's a fishing trip day coming up. Did you want to go?" So we went out with a little charter boat, and right away, Samantha got a fish, just hit that line so hard and came flying out of the water. The captain took it, and then he said, "Hey, you want to use it?" And of course I wanted to get down. So I got a hold of that fish, and I mean, that was a fighting fish, a tarpon, about 50 pounds we caught. They have the great big scales, and the toughest fish I've fought, I think, in my life. It was a lot of fun, really was. And then they made us go back to work. That was only half a day of fishing. Very good accommodations, adequate water, even warm water for a shower. So and then they fed us very well. They have tremendous needs for health issues. And I watched Ron work just a little bit with the medical and the dental, but I saw they brought hope to people's lives because they could help them with their felt needs.
My name is Seth. Today we went around to this whole village up here, just around the corner. We went and put up water catchment systems for everything that had a tin roof. Even all the houses is kind of fun because like each house, it's like a different puzzle. Like everyone's got to, decide how we're going to do this, where the tank's going to be, how we're going to get it to the tank. You have to figure out what pieces you want to go where, and how you're going to angle it, and all this. And so it's a lot of fun with the guys I'm working with. They're really smart. They've been in construction and all this. And so, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. The locals jump in and they help us out, which is super cool too, because then it's kind of like joint effort. Everyone's jumping around and helping out. Especially so all the locals were out there and they're building as we're doing. They were nailing up boards all day, and they were jumping in there, sawing PVC pipe with us and just helping us get it up there. And they're getting up on the roof and they're nailing stuff on the roof to get it all going. So they're super excited about everything we did, and they're super thankful for it. Today it started raining, and it was so cool putting the gutters up. And as we're putting the gutters up, I'm standing there at the end sliding one on, and it starts raining, the water flows down, and just flows into my face. I was like, yes, this is what we're here for.